KQBH 101.5 FM. How are we doing, everybody? We are broadcasting live off of Brooklyn Avenue in the beautiful city of Boyle Heights, California. This is Saturdays under the Paramount. We are hidden under the historic Paramount Ballroom, in which, celebrating its 100th year, the building is 100 years old right here in the beautiful city of Boyle Heights. We are nestled right under the ballroom. Studio B is a program courtesy of the Boyle Heights Arts Conservatory. Everybody, please remind yourself that immediately following me, we are going to have an encore presentation of one of our new shows. This is a new show that has made the Saturday lineup in the last couple weeks. Everybody, immediately following me, we are going to have Mixed Tape with your host, Mario. Just stay tuned here at KQBH 101.5 FM. We are going through some wonderful program changes for these Saturdays, so keep it through. And again, thank you guys, because you guys could be anywhere else on this wonderful Saturday night. I know there's all kinds of cool stuff going on. There's things going on. There's cruising going on. There's parties going on. And thank you guys for hanging out with us. And we're going to have a wonderful, wonderful hour here in Studio B. You know, I like to explore pop culture and entertainment through the lens of independent crafters and artists, such as independent recording artists, writers, athletes, models, cosplayers. We run the gamut here, and we are going to continue our conversation that I've been having with local independent recording artist Danie, who comes out of the East LA area. So she's been hanging out with us. We've been really getting everybody ready for her upcoming EP. She's going to be here with us tonight. In fact, let's just test all our microphones as we always do here. Danie, go ahead and speak into that microphone. So that way everybody knows that you're here. Yeah, check, there it is. 2. Oh, man. There is a lot to get through this hour, okay? Mm-hmm. You are pretty much fresh from performing today. Yeah. All right.
2 shows today.
2 shows. 2 shows. Only rock stars do that in one day and then come in and do a radio appearance. So there's a lot for us to talk about. So what we're going to do, Danie, really quick, is there a couple things I want to share and get out, right? So one of the things, Danie, and you're part of this. You are part of this. Here at the station, for these last several years, I've been trying to find my own way to go about station, presence, making sure that our presence known, making sure that we are here. So I have this campaign to kind of get that out. And this is what I think you and I have really been doing with the 3 appearances that you've had, this being your 3rd time here. So
I know, I love that. Thank you.
Right?
For having me.
No, and thank you too.
We're
and
besties now.
I know we are. And the thing is too, there's a lot more that we have, lined up. We don't want to get into it, but I've already been making, the what do you call it? I'm already putting out there that we're going to stretch out and talk to other guests and get you involved and get us involved more. Really? And as we're trying to do this campaign of just putting ourselves out there, the Paramount upstairs has also been working with us here at KQBH in the last few weeks, doing these things called takeovers that have been happening during the week. We've had already the 3rd installment of the KQBH Paramount Takeover will be happening October 22nd. This is going to be a community event that will feature KQBH hosts. So a lot of hosts that we have are also very well disciplined with their hands. So some of them will be spinning on that day. So it's a good way to have the community take a look at the Paramount. Plus, it's going to be a reasonable time for people to come in and check the Paramount for a few reasons. So if anyone that can't come in and get a ticket for any sort of show during any other time, can come in for this one. Cool. And so yeah, everybody just go to the Instagram at KQBHLA and get more information on this particular takeover, which will feature Mike from the Big Disco. He will be spinning some records. All right, everybody. So this is what we're going to do. We got our host here, Danie. We got myself. I'm just another geek from East LA. And you know what? Let's get into. We're gonna pull from the first EP. All right, because the last time that you were here, you made this really cool. You gave us this Easter egg. You dropped this Easter egg saying that this was your departure song, like from the EP that you were going to get into what you've been giving us the last 2 years, and we're going to talk about that. So everybody, this is KQBH 101.5 FM. We are sitting here with independent recording artist Danie, straight out of East LA. Everybody, sorry about that. Everybody, KQBH 101.5 FM.
I held you down, now I'm falling down. You ain't bothering to see if I'm alive, and you promised me the world and everything it had to offer, but I just wanted you to.
All right, everybody, let's get back to this right here. We are sitting here with my guest, Danie. We are having a little bit of technical difficulties. So you know what? We're just gonna go back to that. All right, let's get into it, because you know what? As I had stated in the beginning of this hour, is that you performed twice today.
Yes.
Okay, you know what? Let's get into that. Let's talk about that, because I mean, yeah, let's talk about that. Because this is what you do. This is what you do as a performer. We got an album coming out, and we got to push all this material. We got to get this in everyone's presence. Talk to us about that.
Yeah. No, it was a really busy day. Yeah, oh my gosh, where do I begin? Let's see. I performed at the Queer Mercado in East LA. At the Civic Center.
That's the Civic Center, right? Here in the park, open space, everything, right?
Yeah. It was very hot today, so
Ooh.
That was fun. But I was happy to be there nonetheless. Still, you know, we had a good attitude about it. Did a cute little duo set, and
with who?
With Balam Garcia.
Oh,
a
yes,
phenomenal
okay.
Artist in his own right,
okay.
And musician, and all of the things. Multifaceted for sure. But yeah, so we did a duo set, and once that was done, the vibe was cute. It was just so hot, so we were just kind of just setting a vibe. That's basically what the vibe was, and yeah, it was nice. And then we got out of there and got some food and killed a little time before the next gig, which was at 5 in Highland Park.
Wow.
So made our way that way, and yeah, that was really nice. Big stage, we love that. And yeah, it was just really, really family oriented. I've never played on that.
You've never played on that.
On Figueroa.
Wow.
And yeah, it was a really nice vibe. It was nice. So I don't really know what else to say besides.
No,
I
it was
happy to be there.
good.
It was at that point I was very warmed up from the other gig, and literally from the weather, and yeah, it was cool. There was some family there of my own, and
okay, they came out.
my mom actually ended up being my point of contact for the day that you'll usually have when you have a gig. It's like, oh, day of show, this is your POC.
Okay.
Like, call them
Nice.
with any questions or whatever, and I got the email for that and saw that it was my mom, and I got really excited. So that was nice. I was like, okay, hello, POC.
Well, you know what? Mom showed up. A lot of people were showing up. It's it's fall. It's that time to be out. And I gotta give it to you, because it was very warm. It had just rained this week, so the last few days have been very humid and muggy.
Yeah.
And just to be performing out there, I mean, that takes a lot. What we're gonna do is we'll get more into that. We're gonna get into the new music. And we're going to get into, there's a lot that we're going to be coming, because not only did you perform this weekend, you're going to be performing again. So there's a lot that we want to get out. So everybody, let's get back into it. It looks like I got everything cool with our equipment. We are broadcasting live off of Brooklyn Avenue in the beautiful city of Boyle Heights, California. I'm just another geek from East LA. I'm sitting here with Danie, and this is This Feeling, everybody, at KQBH 101.5 FM. Welcome back, everybody. That right there was This Feeling. That was taken from that was what, 2021 Bittersweet EP right here from our guest,
Right.
Danie.
That is correct.
Yeah, 2021?
2021.
Okay, so the reason why we're going to play this, so everybody has a good context and kind of good idea, and the Danie timeline is that album is coming from such a wonderful place, all right? So I know I keep stressing and I keep oohing and awing because it's such a beautiful East Side album. It's so indicative for me of anyone who is contemporary living in East LA with a capture of that old sound, right? But however, this particular track, you even shared yourself that this is kind of not a departure point of what you had introduced to everybody in that particular album, but it's also that song that's leading us into the next story arc, the next sound, which you're going to be exploring as an artist. And you were explaining that. So do you mind if we touch on that just a little bit, because that really gets us into where we are now with Take Me Home and My Sweet Time. So I want everyone to get an understanding, because this is really the context part of the new EP.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, the My Bittersweet EP already did have that kind of vibe going on, the East Side vibe, the Chicano soul, even like the rock vibe too. Little Doorsy vibes. I mean, there's genre bending going on all over the place for sure.
You know what it is you really captured in that, and not to interrupt you, but I think what it is you really, because you said the Doors.
Yeah. You
capture just LA in general. Like it was completely organically embedded in your soul. Like you grew up on those albums. Like they were feeding you those albums whether you wanted it or not.
Right. Yeah, 1,000%. So shout out to the siblings.
Yeah.
The Theos and all that good stuff. But yeah, definitely was raised off of great music.
Yeah.
So I think inevitably that's just like what came out of me at that time to dive into kind of my roots.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I just really needed to get that out of my system.
Yeah.
And everything was tracked live in a room all together and ran through tape afterward.
Oh,
so
really?
So I really wanted to go, like, there's a lot of analog going on.
Oh, wow.
In that record, for
sure.
Oh,
Really?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Oh, man.
So I really wanted to just take it there, and I had access to a really, really great studio at the time. They're based in Inglewood. It's called True Sound. So they did a phenomenal job hosting us and also mixing and mastering it. And yeah, they really nailed what I wanted to accomplish and then some. So yeah, I'm really, really proud of how the project came out. So by the time it gets to This Feeling, which is the song that just played, yeah, I just really wanted to end it on a kind of R&B funk note, for lack of a better term. So yeah, because I just, at that point, I was already ready to just start, going a bit more in that direction. I don't really try to narrow it into a certain direction.
Yeah.
Definitely what comes out is how I go. Very stream of consciousness type of vibe and like what hits. And I'm not entirely concerned about everything being, what's the word people use a lot for projects? Cohesive.
Uh-huh.
To a certain degree, sure, but for the most part, yeah, I'm just kind of on whatever vibe I'm in at the time, and then that's kind of what trickles out. I don't know, just kind of coincidentally.
I think what it plays into, and I believe one of the last times we got together, at least one of the times that we've been hanging out, is you clearly make it clear that it's a mixed genre thing that you have. Yeah. You were raised on mixed genre music, even though you have your focus. You have your focus, what seems to be like a central genre focus, but you also are exploring all those other sounds that have come in. I think that's why you...
Musically fluid.
No, yeah, there it is. That's why you let it take it to where it's taking you. So right now, this is what you're exploring and where it's taking you. But it's not really that... To me, it's not a huge deviation from the main spirit of Danie. And I believe the main spirit of Danie, you said last time, was doing it for myself first.
Yeah.
And to me, that's been sitting the last time we've been together. That concept and that approach that you were talking about, how you're like, yes, I do it for me, right? And I'm doing it for me first. Mm-hmm. But I also loved how you said within that same conversation, as much as you've done it for yourself, you're still exploring the song. So each time you took it to a different, not format. So when you went from writing it to recording it to then producing and recording the music video, you were expressing how each and every time it was a whole new experience each time.
Yeah, 1,000%. And even when I perform these songs, you know, it's like one song will start off as like as a heartbreak song or something, or and then after singing it so many times, it's like, oh wow, this doesn't. I mean, I'm not gonna say it doesn't hurt anymore, you know. Like for example, there's a song on Bittersweet called "All Right," and it's about my brother who passed away. And in the beginning of me deciding to even add that onto the project, I was like, do I really want to do this to myself? Do I really want to sing this song over and over and over and over again, knowing what it's about and where it's going to take me emotionally every single time? And yeah, I was down for that, and I'm really glad that I did, because that's my version of healing, I feel like. I'm never going to be fully healed, but it definitely helps to express myself in that way, and that's why music is very therapeutic to me, and I don't stray away from going to those places, and I feel like music gives me the courage to do that emotionally and spiritually. And that song may have started out as, you know, a very tragic loss and pivotal, you know, moment, life-changing in my life, you know, as death and grief always is. But I'm really glad that I decided to share it, because now a lot of people connect with it. They really hear what I'm saying, and it doesn't have to be about losing someone romantically. It could be about, you know, losing a friend. It doesn't even have to be about death specifically. It could just be about, oh my gosh, like I lost my cat, and I'm grieving her because I don't know what happened to her, or whatever, however it connects to people. But there's also people that have been like, wow, that's exactly how I'm feeling right now, and I just lost so and so, or whoever it may be. So in a way, I'm really glad that I decided to share that. But at the same time, it's a very, very vulnerable thing to share. It's like reading your journal out loud to.
It is, and that's what you were talking about as a songwriter and as a performer, and it's when we, as listeners, that is one of the things I think that we like to hear, because sometimes you hear a major act. I don't ever hear this from an independent artist at all. I usually hear it from a big commercial act that's been doing this for decades. Sometimes they say they lose the intent of the song. Almost they don't do the song because it lost its value to them, right? And sometimes won't sing it because for whatever reason. Sometimes I read it as, I accept that as they lost the value of that song for whatever reason. That's why they don't do it. But to hear you as an independent artist, and again I hear it from independent artists, is the song is still finding something. You're discovering your own song each time, right? So when you were performing today, because you were performing at two different venues on two different sides of town, right?
Yeah.
Similar backdrop, similar backbone of town, right? But still two different parts of town, which feature two different point of views and outlooks. Now, it's not a question about what was better. It's not a question on which venue was better. How were the perceptions different as you're singing this song? Because we didn't really get to talk about a performance piece when you're out there. So here you were today, fully exposed, fully vulnerable. I mean, your hair is done, everything's done, outfit, everything done. Now, how were those? How was it just receiving all of that from the audience?
Well, the first gig, it was like, I feel like it might have been the peak heat. So there weren't too many people trying to chill, like in front of the stage, even though they did have tarps. But I will say, toward the end, people started, coming
around,
and it was cool. But at that point, it's like I'm really just there to just kind of express myself and sing
and let's admit, for those that have not either gone to the Mercado or just had, I would go solely to check out some of the acts that they invite, because there's a lot of really good acts that get invited to perform on that stage. No, yes, and there have been, and there's been
not
some.
Just saying that because I played.
No. And no. Well, one, you should say exactly that, because that's exactly why you played there, because you are a definite gem. But there's gonna be acts that are gonna be surprising you, because you wouldn't think that they would be playing there. But yes, it's a total embrace of what's coming out of a few communities that are being showcased there. So
yeah, for sure. No, and it's always a good time. I've played there a few times. We also partnered up for my birthday show that I actually threw here at the Paramount a few months back.
Yes.
So that was pretty epic, and they're always so supportive. And Diana, who runs it, she's such a sweetheart, and she's just like, she's the best. So I love that. We just stay in touch and stay connected. And LA is, especially in the music world, it's just so small. It's crazy. Yeah. So, but it's kind of cool. And then the other gig was really, really, it was awesome. It was getting more fresh. People were chilling actually around the stage, which was nice. And they were being receptive. And I was cracking my dad jokes, and people were chuckling. And I think some dogs got in a fight. And I just decided in the middle of my ballad.
Really?
So
the dogs felt it.
I just decided to start singing about them. Changing my lyrics in the song about how I don't know why they're barking. It was during I don't know why. So anyway, it was fun.
And that's that's just how live performances are.
Yeah,
they just have their.
After gigging for so long, it's like you really can't. You really cannot stress out about things.
You have to be ready, right? You have to be ready. You have to adapt and just.
Yeah. You really just gotta be super adaptable. Like, the band before started late and they're trickling into your set time. Okay, there's no point in I've had coordinators get weary about me, you need to be here 3 hours before, and we really don't, honestly, especially if I'm not doing a full band show. It's I already know how this goes.
Yeah.
Festivals never run on time. They ask for stage plots and they don't actually look at them. Everybody figures stuff out right then and there. It's just, I don't know. I know that there's a lot of unnecessary stuff going on, respectfully, so I don't like to allow myself to get stressed out. I'm just it's going to be fun.
And it could affect your performance though too, huh? Getting all stressed out.
Yeah, it's just not worth it. It's just,
And then we'll pick up on that.
Yeah, and I don't want to
throw it out there, huh?
Project that even on accident or even put myself in that place emotionally. I like having a playful approach to my show and the audience and stuff. And don't get me wrong, I definitely do get very sultry and serious and in my zone, but at the same time, it's also just kind of we're here to escape in a way and have a good time, and whether that's me calming you guys down or making you laugh or being oh shit or whatever the reaction is. Happy to be there nonetheless.
Yes. So tell you what, really quick, KQBHLP, Los Angeles, California, 101.5 FM, a community service of the Boyle Heights Arts Conservatory, broadcasting live on your FM dial and streaming on KQBHLA.com. We are sitting here with our guest, Danie, who was just sharing about her performance that she had both at the Cuida Mercado right here at 3rd Street right there, and you were also in Northeast LA too?
Highland Park. It was
Highland Park,
block,
right?
Block party.
The block party,
Figueroa.
right? Or Figueroa. We also want to make sure that we're getting some of the music out, because this is still a big project coming. I know the EP is just right around the corner.
Yes, it's dropping November 1st during Dia de los Muertos, and it's kind of on theme for that, and a lot of rebirth and resurrection vibes. So
right, it's gonna be perfect for the season. Now, what do you want to get in? Do you want to get into Take Me Home right now?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna get into Take Me Home. All right, go ahead. Do me a favor, Danie. Go ahead and introduce this for us as we get into it, please.
Okay, sure. So this next track is a single I dropped a few months back, I believe in May. It's titled "Take Me Home," and it's a cute little R&B neo soul moment, G-funk vibes, heavily actually, and it's just a paying homage to my G-funk roots. So this is a fun one.
There you go. Alright.
Yeah, that's oh shit or something.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even
I was
know this
like,
either. The FCC's all right, yeah, keep going, bro.
and he's like, yeah, I'm here with Danny, and who has, in my head, I was like, who has a potty mouth?
No, it's okay. That's why it was. You know what? It was the perfect way to pull away. We had to do it, you know, like so that way you didn't feel. We're gonna come out, and then maybe we can get into it. This is KQBH 101.5 FM. That right there was the new current single from our guest, Danny. That was Take Me Home. Just keep it here for the rest of the hour, everybody, because there's a lot that we're going to explore from our guest tonight. So let's talk about that for a little bit, because I know I've been pushing that single. And now that we got My Sweet Time, we've been getting it out there, and just getting this ready.
Thank you.
No, you're welcome. You're welcome. So as we get into the departure point from this feeling and up into Take Me Home, we've had about two singles in between, right? We had F Boy, and then what was the other one? I keep forgetting the other one. Can't Shake It. Can't Shake It. I don't know why I can't remember Can't Shake It. I don't know why. It's actually a beautiful ballad too.
The irony is
hilarious. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what it is. I'm being stuck to the theme of the whole single. But no, here we are with Take Me Home. Talk to us about this, because I feel Take Me Home, I could be wrong, right? Because I don't know how you're going about dropping the singles, if they're thematic or like, you know, timeline or whatever. So I am processing it like this. Okay. I am processing it like that's the departure. That's like what gets us into the whole EP. Like that's the open track is how I'm perceiving this right now, because that's all I can go by. So I feel like this is getting us into what the EP will be.
Sure. I mean, honestly, it wasn't intentional. It just worked out that way, I guess.
No.
The timeline fell that way, but sure.
I'm telling myself that, even though that's not how it could be.
Yeah, no. I mean, whatever works. That in itself is open to interpretation. But Take Me Home, I just had made at the top of this year, so I just wanted to share it. And I think because I don't know. I think I was just really excited about that song, to be honest. And I was okay with... I've gotten a lot better at making things and just, like, letting them go. Respectfully to my own art. I don't mean it like I don't care about it. I just mean, like, I really have been exercising that muscle of, like, surrendering to the experience. Like, just this is a part of it. Like, go and, you know, be free and live your life, you know. So, that one I had been sitting on for a few months. So I just felt like... it's time. It just felt like it. I put that out, and I just want to give a huge shout out to Mo. He mixed that, and he plays in this great group called Weapons of Mass Creation. Ooh. He drums for them, and he also mixes and masters their stuff too. So he's he did such a solid job, and I appreciate him so much for that. Because
it's a nice, just little, it gets you dancing.
It bumps.
It gets you moving. Fat. It gets you grooving.
Yeah, and also shout out to Marciel, because he mastered it as well. So I just want to give him a quick little shout out. But and the music video for this one was really fun too. So
I mean, even if it doesn't even appear on the upcoming EP, it's still a nice companion piece.
Yeah, I think so too.
It could end up being a nice companion piece. I think that's going to be the beauty of finding out when the EP comes out. Now, the last time we talked, I remember. Tell me if I'm wrong. Do I remember this correctly? It's going to be called Alchemy?
The name of the next EP, yeah.
Right? Am I right? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's so let's. You know what? Did you know what? Did you want to get into something right now before we get into the EP, or do you want to get into the EP?
Sure. Yeah. We can do it.
All right, everybody. Let's give us a quick moment here. We are going to just set up a little bit. We have Danie with us, and she's sitting alongside her, we're going to say her partner, her musical partner, one of the musicians that she rides with.
Yeah.
And
his name is Balam Garcia.
and he's right there tuning. He's doing his thing right there. I wish you guys could actually are sitting here with me because they look fabulous right now, and you guys know how I am about fashions. I may not look like I'm fashionably sensible and fashionably aware myself, but
I beg to differ.
Oh, thank you,
Thank
you. It's just fashion is one of those things because it's a pop culture thing. So everybody, we're gonna get some wonderful sounds. I get both wonderful sounds and wonderful sights. So, haha, everybody, let's get into it. KQBH 101.5 FM. You guys are tuned in to Studio B.
So this song you guys just heard, it's called Take Me Home. We're going to do a very different version of it. Stripped down. Acoustic version. I've never sang this sitting down before. I spot with my little eye someone's hat on their sleeve tonight, and by the looks, to my surprise, I didn't think I would, but I changed my mind. It's what we both want, comfort inside. I admit it's been so damn long since you've been touched between my crevices and my lips. Yeah, rough flowing, scented skin, pheromones win. Yet again, you pull me in. I don't resist. I taste your kiss. You bite my lip. Yeah. Damn. Can you take me home? Home with you. That's all I wanna do. Is there room for two? I spot with my little eye someone's hand on my inner thigh, and by the looks, to my surprise, I didn't think I would, but I changed my mind. It's what we both want, comfort inside. I admit it's been so damn long since I've been touched between my crevices and my lips. Yeah, rough flowing, scented skin, pheromones win. Yet again, you pull me in. I don't resist. I taste your kiss. You bite my lip. Yeah. Damn. Can you take me home? Home with you. That's all I wanna do. Is there room for two? Room for me and you. Take me home. 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 Take me Can you take me home? Take me home, take me home. Home with you. That's all I wanna do. Is there room for two? That's all I wanna do. Take me home, take me home. Home with you. That's all I wanna do. Is there room for two? That's all Balam Garcia, everybody.
Thank you.
And I'm Danie. Thank you so much.
KQBH 101.5 FM. We are broadcasting live off of Brooklyn Avenue in the beautiful city of Boyle Heights, California. I'm just another geek from East LA. That right there was Danie and Balam Garcia right there with
Take Me Home.
Take Me Home. This is the first time you said you sang that sitting down. How did let's get back to some of the things that we were talking about right now. Let's
Sure.
get back to how was that
How was that?
for you
Different.
performing that? Okay, it was different. How so? Okay,
Different because it's like, it's just the vibe this is the vibe. So to me, it's like, okay, cool. I chose like a softer tone and voice placements for it
Yes.
versus maybe like out in front of a crowd. I feel like it's more, I feel like it'll progress throughout the song by the time it gets to the long sustained note in the bridge. So
But I think where you were, because you were playing it kind of
This is
more
way
intimate.
Yeah, exactly.
But I also noticed that Balaam was doing there was like a roll towards after the bridge he was doing right there. I saw him getting.
Yeah, Balam gets crazy.
No, he was going in place, like you were saying, like, because there was a note there that you do hit,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I know you were kind of making a more intimate setting, but also noticed that you kind of went with the guitar to kind of make the accents cover
A little
the
bit more
the vocal accents,
little more
to make the more dynamic to it.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
period.
That was
You ate.
how you arranged that one. Yeah.
Thank you. It's the song. That song plays itself, so all I gotta do is serve it.
Okay. So you know what? Do you guys mind? Balaam, Dan? Do you mind if I pick on you for a few minutes?
Sure,
On
Balam?
this?
Yeah, if you
yeah.
don't-
Do you
if
mind
you
if I
don't
pick on
mind.
this?
Not at all.
In terms of what you're saying right there, because
Yeah.
you said the song writes itself.
It plays itself. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so-
I didn't write it, but
Well, sorry.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it plays itself. Danny wrote it. Now, because you're over here doing a whole other part of the song, right? You playing the song. So when you say that and express that it plays itself, what does that mean? Explain it to us. Even if we don't understand the technology or the verbiage that comes out, who cares? Explain that. The song plays itself.
I think the kind of natural arc of the story and the energy of the song is really built into the structure of it, really built into the performance, the vocal performance, the arrangement as well, but the fact that I don't have all these instruments that are on the original recording
Yeah.
to work with, I'm really going off of the arc of the energy of the vocals.
Yeah.
That's what my main goal to complement and to support is to first let the groove be the fill. As one of my favorite drummers said, Steve Jordan. I remember hearing him say that, and I'm like, wow, that's real. Letting the groove be the fill, and everything else
Wow.
just be something that can complement what she's doing. If you notice me doing like
No, yes, like the
That's the
roll.
same.
Well, that's what to me, I
Yeah,
felt like
yeah.
a roll. I don't know what that is
Totally.
technically, but when you were like making that adjustment,
Mhm.
because I know one part where you get to the song, you are going, like you're coming out, like it's really belting, like, right?
Sure, yeah.
So, but yeah, and then having him like take that through a roll, a rumble, or whatever. I
Yeah,
thought
it's
that
like
was just really cool.
like
Yeah.
sometimes it's cool to like do a parallel kind
Yeah.
of texture. Sometimes it's cool to do
Yeah.
a contrasting texture. So if she'll be holding a long note and I'll be playing.
Yeah,
Short notes.
yeah.
But sometimes she'll do a long note and I love to just like
Just
let that
to
just
see if you
fill
can
it.
follow, with
Yeah,
where
yeah.
how she can
And there's
hold
a lot
it.
of space to fill,
Oh,
so it's
man.
tempting to fill it all
Yeah.
the time, but it's also it's nice to be able to use the space as kind of a luxury of this situation.
Yeah.
Because usually there's so much other sound we're working with a full band with
Right.
drums and
It's usually a
Wow.
full band.
yeah. With this, the space is kind of it's part of the beauty of it,
Yeah.
and so embracing it
Embracing the
is
sound.
part of the process, I think, for me in playing a duo.
Because I know it was oh man, that was just man. You guys played in last time,
So
and
glad you
it was
dug
the
it.
same thing. It's knocked me out,
Aw,
and we
thank you,
are.
too kind.
Well, did you want to keep going? Were you guys feeling it? I know you wanted to get a little more out. Do you want to get a little more out, and then we
yeah,
say
well,
goodbye? I mean, how are you
let's see.
feeling? I mean, we got 10 minutes.
We could touch on the EP. I guess,
Okay,
or
let's
what's
talk on the EP for a few minutes before we get.
That's why she's here.
Yeah, right. I used to push the EP, right? So before we get into it, I really want to mention this because we are and I really want to mention this right now before we get into the EP because we just see you guys perform. You guys have been performing all day today, so I know you guys are probably riding this buzz of performing. So while we're on that buzz, let's remind everybody there is going to be another performance coming up here at one of our local shops, one of our local mom and pop shops.
Thank you so much for bringing that up. Oh my gosh, yes.
Yes, please.
So I'm going to be hosting an EP pre-listening party before it drops.
Nice.
So the release date is going to be on the 1st of November, but this coming Thursday, on October 23rd, I'm going to be hosting a little EP listening party. It's basically like you come hear it first before it's out kind of thing. It's going to be here in Boyle Heights, actually, and it's going to be at this record store called Sonido de Calle. And, yeah, it's like you could just come, dig through vinyl, jam. There's going to be other musicians there as well. And then when the vibe's right, I'll push play.
Yeah.
And we all catch a vibe, and I kind of see, you know, what the vibe is with people, how they're liking it, how they're digging it, and then after that, just more jamming. Honestly, even if you're not a musician, just pull up.
Yeah, and what we can do is
at 8 p.m. Sorry,
it's gonna be at 8 p.m. It's gonna start at 8 p.m. What we can do,
and it's free.
And it's gonna be a free event. What we can do is go ahead, give out your Instagram right now. We're gonna give out the Instagram again before we sign off.
Yes.
But so right now, so they can get more information in terms of the
Yeah,
address
sure.
and all that. Give them the IG so they can go.
Yeah, my Instagram
visit
is
that.
Steely Danie, Danie. Basically, yeah, that's the new handle.
That's the new handle.
I went through the whole Meta disabling my account
Yeah,
thing,
it's
so she's
terrible.
rebuilding her following right now. So, yeah, feel free to follow, and there's a ton of stuff to look at, especially in my bio link.
Yeah.
It's like my YouTube, all my music links, all that good stuff. I just dropped a music video for the single I just dropped titled My Sweet Time. Shout out to Anthony who shot it. He's here with us. He's not in, I'm also filming this, but he's not in camera. But yeah, you ate with that. Love you.
Yeah,
And,
we talked about that. We had talked about that, and I want to say since
Yeah.
he is here, and I said it even then, he did such a beautiful job on the cinematography
Yeah.
aspect of it. And I know I had even
Yeah.
asked too, like if you had it very directed, in other terms, if you had it really blocked out in the way that you said, you were like, no. I love the way that you expressed it. You just showed him what you wanted in terms of a vision, and he was able to just. Man,
Yeah.
he was able to
Don't
just
get me
capture
wrong, there
it, get
was
it.
Tons of prep.
Uh-huh.
Like for example, if you've seen the most recent music video for My Sweet Time, it's very playing off of rebirth and,
Yeah, there's a lot of images and
death
themes, yeah.
and all that kind of stuff, to the point where there's a literal coffin in it, which I made myself. And so that was also an interesting process. It was actually a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. It was just a little time consuming, but
Uh-huh.
you know, good old cardboard and hot glue gun.
That
and-
was it.
and
That's what does it, huh?
and a dream. But yeah, it was cool, and it was a cool experience laying in it. Honestly, not gonna lie, it was pretty cool. But I just really saw the imagery in my head, and it was also based off of this book cover that I had seen that was really good. I think it's called like An Expensive Place to Die or something like that. It's like a really old like thriller
Okay.
book from the 60s, I think.
Okay, so he's like a pulp.
But I
cover.
found that
Nice.
imagery, and I was like, wow, I got super inspired by that. And I wanted to recreate it, and not only recreate it for a photo, but also use it
It's part of
as
her thing,
video as
yeah.
well. And so, yeah, no, Anthony's awesome. I just tell him what I want, have an idea of the shot list, send him, mood boards and stuff. And he's very open and
And he
willing
executes it.
and flexible. Like, he also he shoots a lot of my stuff. We've been working together for years, and super grateful. He also shot the Take Me Home video, and that was also a hilarious experience, because I don't know if you've seen it, but there's like a scene where I'm sitting on a basketball hoop,
Yeah.
and the process getting up there and getting down was just hilarious, because I'm not the tallest person. I brought like a stool or two. We even
Ooh.
tried combining the stools
Oh,
to get up there, and it just wasn't working. And you know what we ended up doing? And he's a real one for this. I just have to share this because it's so hilarious. I ended up having to like climb on him, and I literally I was like, yo, I'm almost there. Do you mind if I just like hop off your head really quick? And he was down. So I was able to do that, and I
Man.
got up there. So he's a real one for that.
Anything
So please
for
go
the
watch that video.
Yeah,
You guys
anything
have
for the
no
shot.
idea
Anything
what,
for the shot.
like what we go through to pull this imagery off
Hey,
is
yeah.
kind of hilarious.
No, it's part of the whole craft, right? And this is why we like to have these
I appreciate
conversations
you.
with the independents, because that's anything for the shot, man. He was willing to get his neck all sprained and everything. That's pretty cool.
Hopefully not, but
we have this
yeah.
top of the hour, and we're gonna have to say goodbye and move on out, because we got Mario with the mixtape coming up, which has been one of our new additions to the Saturday lineup. So, what do you want to do? We got a few minutes. You want to throw another song down? Do you want to talk? I know we were talking about. We want to talk about the album further. What do you want to think?
Yeah, I think
We've got like
let's
4 minutes. You want to just jam on out in these 4 minutes? How do you feeling? How are you feeling? This is really up to you.
Yeah, I feel like probably chatting about the record a little bit more.
Yeah.
Just because I know that we barely have enough time.
No,
and
because the
this
thing,
song's kind of long.
and not only that, the it's Thursday, so right.
Yes,
At least
the
the
listening
first
party.
listening
So
party.
if you want to hear it before everybody
Okay.
else, definitely come to
Okay,
the
so-
listening party.
So let's do that.
And we'll be performing, excuse me, like one or two
Okay.
of just a few songs there as well.
You know what?
Just like this duo style. So yeah, and it's free. So and yeah.
Let's do
anybody
this.
who wants to come on back.
We gave him a good like any good
Yes, we gave you
dealer.
a little taste.
We give them a little taste, right? It's any good dealer. They get their free one.
Mhm.
They're gonna have to go hit up the corner on Thursday, right, to get more,
Well, not the corner.
right? But you know what I mean. In order to get more product, they're gonna have to hit the street, and they're gonna have to hit the street on the 22nd to get more product. And this product is the Alchemy, and we
Right.
want to talk about the product,
Yes.
so that way it gets in the hands. So on Thursday we're gonna have the listening party. Talk to us about some of these themes as we close out in these next few minutes about what Alchemy is
Yes.
really about.
Yeah. Alchemy, just alchemizing, not necessarily, turning something into gold, more just kind of like being a little bit more spiritual about it, I guess,
Mhm.
and just kind of being okay with sitting in discomfort and allowing things to bubble up to the surface to fully feel them and sit in them and to face them, essentially. And so, and alchemizing them into something. And for me, it was this
Yeah.
project, essentially. I would rather do something productive with, heartbreak or
Yeah. Yeah.
anything that's hard for me to go through. And I really don't know what else to do, to be honest, when I'm going through especially hard things. So, yeah, that's the overall theme of it. And a lot of it is just like dying spiritually and rebirth and just kind of like shaking old habits. It's very much me facing my shadow self in this
Yeah.
project, and just kind of accepting that these patterns, these things no longer serve me anymore. And
Yeah.
part of this release is literally me releasing that version of myself and being reborn into this, hopefully a little bit more wiser Danie.
No, well, you know what? Let's cover it. I mean, I know. Oh, look at that. We're gonna have to say goodbye. But this is just from the singles alone. It has been a very
Yeah, go
spiritual.
check out the single and the music
spiritual
video.
album.
It's very cool. It's called My Sweet Time by Danie, Danie.
And we got a few seconds right here before we gotta hit the next show, and before we gotta walk out of here. Where's all the Instagrams? Where's all the social medias right now? 30
Yeah,
seconds.
TikTok, Instagram. It's Steely Danie with the IE at the end, Danie, Danie. YouTube, you can find all my music links, all of my links in my Instagram bio. So please go follow Steely Danie. That's SteelyDanie. Thank you so much for having me. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you for being here. This has been wonderful. This isn't the only time that you will